going to be talking about some ways that you can help your kids, especially those like bright, gifted, those smart kids who tend to always gravitate and choose things that are easy for them. I'm gonna teach you today like a simple strategy that you can do to help motivate them and encourage them to want to choose the more challenging tasks that might be stepping a little bit out of their comfort zone. But we notice this happens a lot with kids that are really smart, and they tend to want to choose the easy way out, and they will choose things that they know they're going to be successful with. And unfortunately, they will choose things that they know are going to be easier for them instead of trying to challenge themselves. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Again, my name is Whitney, and as I mentioned before, I am a wife, I'm a mom. I have been an elementary school teacher for almost 11 years, and I am also one of the co-founders of Blimey Brain Games. And my husband and I are really passionate about creating screen-free learning experiences for kids that promote critical thinking, growth mindset, and problem-solving skills. And so one of the things that I hope to accomplish by doing these weekly Facebook Live videos is to give you simple strategies on how you can help your child to kind of be a better learner. And just with small changes to what you're doing can really help your child to go far and be really successful. So, as I was mentioning, what I'm going to be talking about today is how to motivate your smart kiddo from always to break out of their comfort zone, not always choose those tasks that are really easy. I had a student one of my last years that I was in the classroom, and he was really smart. I mean, this kid was really bright, and he could do so much, but whenever he was given a choice, he would always choose what was easy for him. He would never try to step out of his comfort zone. I would encourage it, and I was trying to promote it, but he just wanted to do what was safe, what he knew what he would be successful with. And what happens a lot with smart kids is that they do that because, you know, they associate themselves with, okay, I'm smart and I have to like continue to look smart in front of my parents, my peers, so they don't want to do anything that's gonna maybe jeopardize that and maybe make them not look smart. And so the way that you can help as a parent of a child who tends to always want to choose the easy things is I would suggest praising effort over ability. And what that means is, I mean, I don't know about you, but how many times have you told your child, oh my gosh, you are so smart. You know, if they get the right answer or they do something, wow, you're just so smart, you're so smart. And I hear it all the time. I mean, I used to say this to my son a lot until I started to notice those things where he's like, oh, I'm smart. I want to continue looking smart to my mom. So I'm going to, you know, choose things that I know I can be successful with and I know I can look smart. And so the problem with that is then it's true. That's all that they choose is they choose those things that are easy for them, and they're not challenging themselves and helping themselves get smarter. So as the parent, praising effort. So instead of telling your child, wow, you're so smart, you know, you got the right answer, you can turn it around, and if they do get the right answer and say, wow, like you worked really hard on that problem, you know, how did you get the right answer? How did you know that was it? What did you do? And be like, wow, I really liked how you worked hard on that and how you put in the effort. And so just thinking about ways that you can praise effort over ability. And this is, you know, with being smart, it's also being, you know, talented with sports. If, you know, instead of focusing on, wow, you're so good at scoring goals, you know, praise the effort, like how well they're trying, or wow, I really noticed you're trying hard to pass to your teammates, and think about ways that you can be praising effort. I wanted to tell you about this one thing. So there was this research done by Carol Dweck and Claudia Mueller in 1998, and I just think this is so fascinating, and this puts it all in perspective. So they did a study on fifth graders and how they tackled really challenging problems during a test. So what they did is they gave this group of fifth graders this test, and it was a pretty easy-ish test, I guess. But they gave all these fifth graders the same test, and then they told all the fifth graders that they all scored really high on this test. But what they did is they had two groups. And so one of the groups of fifth graders, they said, wow, you scored really high on this test. So they basically said, oh, you must be so smart. You scored so high on this test. You must be just so smart. And so again, they're just praising them for being smart. The other group, they told them, wow, you scored so well on this test. You must have tried really hard. And so what they did next is they gave all the fifth graders a more challenging test. And this time they told all the kids that they did poorly on the test. The kids who were praised for effort initially, when they took that first test and they said, wow, you did such a good job on this test. You must have worked really hard. When they took the second test and they didn't score as well, the kids that were praised for effort were more likely to take the test home, to study and review, to try to take it again the next time. They saw it as like a learning opportunity. Oh, I can learn from this and I can do better. While the kids who were praised for being smart initially just saw it as a failure, that they didn't look smart anymore and now they had failed. So it's just funny how you can really, by praising the effort and focusing more on effort rather than ability, can have a huge impact on how your child learns. So that is my goal for you, is to think of something, try to find times where your child might be working on something or doing anything. It could be schoolwork, it could just be, like an art project, and anything that they're working on, maybe building a tower with Legos or whatever it is. And praise them for their effort and how hard they're working, and really find opportunities to praise them for how hard they're working instead of just telling them, oh, you're so smart. Because you're going to start to notice a shift in their mindset, and they're going to start, especially if you tell them, smart kids like that, this is going to make you smarter. When you choose challenging things, it makes you smarter. It's going to help you grow, and you focus on that, and you'll start to really notice your kid wanting to choose things that are a little bit more challenging than just the easy way out. All right, so that is my tip for you today, is praising effort over ability. So try to eliminate telling your kid, oh, you're so smart, because unfortunately, even though it sounds like we're praising them for something really positive, we're not focusing on the right things. We don't want them to feel like failures. Failing is awesome. Making mistakes is awesome. That's how we learn, and we want the kids to know that. So choosing challenging things where they're likely to fail or they're likely to make mistakes, just praising how hard they're trying, and that's going to be the most important thing. All right, so I hope that you've enjoyed the second Facebook Live. It's definitely, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable, I hope. So if you aren't already following me at Blimey Box on Facebook, please do, because I'm going to be doing these live weekly videos. And you can also head on over to our webpage at blimeybbox.com. Check it out. We have a wait list that you can join for when our brain games are finally completely ready to be launched. And we also have some free games over there that are perfect for kids that are going to be starting kindergarten or kids that are already in kindergarten. And we're really hoping that all of our games are going to be completely ready to launch by the summer, so that you can get them and start practicing with your kids so that they don't lose everything that they're learning over the summer, or those kids that are going to be going into kindergarten. This will help get them super, super prepared for kindergarten and really start making them think out of the box and using those critical thinking and problem solving that we really want to encourage in young kids, because we're just going to set them up for life. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have an awesome Monday night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.